Okay, so welcome back to the lab. Where today we got some stuff we're gonna cover. Okay. So yesterday we saw the send up a video on the line and we showed you guys the rebuild or we should say the upgrading of original program. But today what we're gonna do today is just try to just because I did do some updates to the program again. So it's a good idea when you do upgrade on the program then let's try to show it, right? Okay. So I upgraded this particular template right here. As if you see the image the way it is right now, I sort of just gave it more, made it more responsive. So give it a responsive, so it's spread all right over the whole of the pages and stuff like that. And we're gonna like just go ahead and put it in for you to see like the actual change. So I think if you looked at the video that we launched, and when we did this one, the template looked one way. That was like the old framework, Bootstrap framework. But still, you know, you always doing research and you always looking at the many changes. And so a lot of Bootstrap templates and stuff have not really changed, but just more refined from the olden days. So I like have the original Bootstrap stuff. So that's when Bootstrap was just getting up there. Um, and he made some changes. But anyway, let's look at the template change. Let's see what we did. Okay, so I'm doing web view before I actually generate the program. Okay, so now at this point you see where now the warm welcome banner that's there is now stretched toward the whole page. And that's if we want to know, doing it that way is to make the page more responsive, small as possible, yes, and to your tablet, your phone, and stuff like that. This page is made so that it could fit right down into the mobile unit, right? So that's the idea of creating web pages. See, back in the days, they'll create a web page specifically for a mobile. So then they have a mobile website there, and therefore, you know, you go to the mobile website by transferring over there. That was early days, people used to do that. You know, when Bootstrap come along, Bootstrap mainly started from working on mobile script to be responsive. So it's something that it's going to work in a phone, a tablet. So yes, okay. So pretty much, you see the improvement, right, of the template. So you know you can do a lot more now. You can have an image, and so okay, right here, I'm actually gonna have you guys just to insert just the warm welcome script to join with any page, and we'll have an next variety, so we'll also have image. And just like the carousel, in the sliding of the image, right? That's already embedded in the program already, right? And so you can definitely generate a carousel script in there and basically open the source code and then change the image and make changes to the script. However, you know, along the way, I'm going to make a dialog box to that too. So you can just open that dialog box and you can have it there, and you can just fill out the form and it goes into the form. A lot of times, I do a lot of it, some of it that you can fill out the form because I want to give people a chance to type stuff in there. When you type in stuff, you remember it. So a lot of time, I try to give both the form and the real development style, so that I have both, right? So some of the script I may not make a dialog box with, even though I could. Okay, so we're gonna demonstrate here, since we're on the video, we're not going to be building stuff. We're going to open the page property. And we'll talk about, back in the video, people are following the video, I said, well, I created a lot of backgrounds in image before I actually, and doing this image was created basically for the HTML5 generator to have like nice really background behind the player. And you can build a brown player and, you know, brown custom controls and light brown control and dark brown background, and just like styling your page you want it, right? If you want to build a blue page, you can like build a blue player and a blue background and have different shades of blue that just join in each other. Of course, you have to add some white to get some highlight. Never with anything that in artwork that you're doing. If you use one basic color, you have to either use black or white or another color to give an highlight to your page, right? Okay, so let's jump in here and select a background, which is the first background. And all these backgrounds that we're gonna bring up now are basically images, right? So I did sit down and actually I'm on my window computer and I get colors and I do a full screen color setup. And so we just generated a gray right here. And while we're talking about changing colors, we just go down here and we go to the next color, right? And we'll generate and look at it. So the HTML5 generator is such in a way that you can, as far as like, so you're not satisfied with the type of color, and we can just sit around and, you see what I mean? It's not like, it's like a baby could do it, so, right, you know? And so yes, we do have a lot of colors that are available in the program. So these are the first set right here, I guess, backgrounds, and then we're gonna go to VG colors, and this tutorial is just for you just there looking at, wow, he's generating all these colors just by clicking, going back and going to the page property and change the color and so regenerate and look at it, you know. So we talk about generating images and stuff. I guess I did that one, right? Let's move on down. So that's a good idea. Let's go down. I think we had a VG color now beneath here, some other colors, other stuff that I was trying to do, right? And it's been a long time I did those stuff, so we try to find out what we was doing, you know, right? So it gives you different things that's happening to the colors, right? Okay, I think I did do some from a pattern thing there, to trying to come up with ideas, I guess, right? You know, you come with these ideas, you're trying to like have this, you know, so we decide about all these different colors, right? So there is a spectrum of colors like this that you can just stream to and make your page have colors. Now, as we're gonna go over here in a minute, but as we talk about, when I created style sheet colors for the actual program, I created a special style sheet that would accommodate the color more better. So, let's generate what we did right here. So yeah, you know, you can actually just get really creative. And so a lot of these are a lot of musician stuff in it because I'm also a musician, and I put a few musician background color in there and like that, you know. So if I want to really create like my music page, I can just grab a nice background. You see the guitar is back there, you know what I mean? And that could probably be your picture there or something, the guitar in the background. You have your songs on the front that you're selling. So you can imagine different aspects of the program, right? And let's go here and see what we got here. Yes, take a time and you guys can even see colors that just comes up by just one click, right? So yes, I always go in and mess around with favorite colors and stuff, but it's like that. So the idea behind dealing with the program is to have as much goodies in the box that you may just go, may have colors and background that you yourself don't really like, but other people just really like it, and you can even add your own. And if you are someone who are versed in script development, you can then read the code, and by reading the code, you can determine where the colors are changing in the program, and then you can go there and physically change those as well, right? And they give you a more better idea of the whole thing, right? So we just have to make a bunch of nice page, right? And background. And like I said, I'm planning on doing some research and look at a lot of different backgrounds that's really good, and we'll start putting them into the program, since these colors was like created maybe, oh wow, more than 20 years ago. I did this color set, this setup for this page right here, right? And it's still in use right now. You know, like, okay, for instance, when I did, so back in the days, when we had to do like things like setting up text front and all that, I wrote all of that, right? And if you don't, let me go down here. I wrote all of that over here, see? All these fronts. So you see, I took time in my work to do all of this. And if you go into the computer and everything, you notice I have a replica in my program. And even when it comes to cities and countries and things like that, I sat down and I did those too, right? And when it came to the color table, I sat down and I wrote those too. So you have to really put in the legwork when developing anything. Or you're gonna just basically go out and then try to hit up all these reference sites. And when you hit up these reference sites, you go there to find what you're looking for. But good programming practice for a developer is to first find all your pre-defined command that you know you're going to be using on a regular basis. And you can catalog them. I guess I catalog all my predefined statement within my HTML5 program, within this program right here that we are looking at. So if I needed to get a header file, I can push on 6 or 1, and then I can begin to change the text inside of it. If I wanted to have a bold text, I can just click that and the bold is there. So whether you keep it in a notepad or whatnot, right, then that's how it really works, right? So now let's go back to this one. We're going to change this one, and we're also going to select a color, and let's select this one right there, and we're going to close out for a minute, and we're going to go back to the page property, and we're going to go down and we're going to select on style sheet, right? And I think we got it, and we should look and see if the color, we got a color change in there. But let's look at the color change that we made first. Okay, let's oh, my bad. Let's do this. I forgot, when we were working with that setup, we should use the third, what we call the third style sheet. So you're right, not programming everything. Basically, I don't think we even got in there, and it hasn't even got even printed. So I guess the computer is running slow. So I think that's cool because we can do the third style sheet, right? And go back and see that I get that third style sheet in there, right? And then we try to see what we was doing here. Okay, so this is what we're trying to achieve right here. We're trying to achieve the fact that we are now getting a color for the setup. Maybe I should also Let's do some stuff here. What I should do is go back to page property, go inside page property, and said we don't want to select anything, so it doesn't see the image, right? And we'll now go here and generate and look at what we're doing. So walking through the program in different levels. Okay, so now see there's tricks to how you can handle a program. Okay, so for instance, in Bootstrap, Bootstrap offer you maybe 4 or 5 color, right, to change your menu. Remarkably, playing around with style sheet and creating a program, the program developed just the fact that I'm moving stuff around. I can actually change the actual menu color. So if I went back here, now say let's select a new color. Well, let's get a blue or something there, right? And then we'll generate, and we look on what we're doing. We didn't get a change. Oh, my bad. It's a trick. I forgot about this trick. This trick is, upon me putting in a style sheet in the body, the information is solidly transferred over into the style sheet. The style sheet was, what we should put it, was rewritten in the background, right? Right, so upon what I should say now, let me get this back down here and let's do what we need to do. Let's get the whole thing. Upon the style sheets being written into the program, this style sheet gets its color and all the stuff that it needs from the page body, the page property. So we did that, and we should be taking this off a minute, bring this back here, and we'll click on this guy right here, and we'll look if that change was made. Cool, the change was made, right? So very similar things like that. But of course, we don't want that dark color, but it's just the same way we'll show it. See, what is this guy doing? We're still grabbing orange. I don't think we generated, didn't we? We generated, I said. Right? Okay. So there's a lot more where you can make changes to the actual thing. Now, we should go back, because today we just like demonstrating just a little bit of styling with the program, right? And what's going on with the program when you're styling the program, right? So, you just like, okay, go here. And of course, because I'm saying the program is both way, hands-on, and certain things. So we need to get something now that we can work with. Okay, let's check this right here. All right. So when working with to change up your menu, you need to be viewing that inside the live view. Once the color change in the live view on the background, you said, okay, my menu color is going to be that, right? It effectively show you everything being one color, so the actual page becomes this, right? But the content, or the main content, is also within its own thing, right? So, and that's cool. We can generate this. Right? now we got a nice um, menu bar. So these are the little tricks that you can use to change the menu bar around, right? That type of way. And of course, we said we can change the inner color here. And let's try to see if we can do that little thing right there, what we're talking about, since everything is like where it's supposed to be. And I think we can just go here, and we're gonna ask for a new text color. And hey, let's get bright red. And we'll generate, and we'll ask for what we're trying to see here now. Okay, so as you see, we can definitely make change to the words. So in this version of the program was the very first program, so a lot of stuff just like that. In a more advanced version of this program that's laying around someplace in my data stream, you can even do much more. There was like this template we wrote for. I think we got that window up there, and so I can jump on over there because I always had a program 1 and 2 sitting in someplace. And okay, I think it's a dark gold, right? Okay, so you see, I'm always playing around with dark gold and stuff like that, just doing stuff. And dramatically see the difference within this site, this other program, which is, it embodies the program, but both program helps me to decide how to make one program be more advanced. Actually, when I started building the HTML5 generator, it had a placeholder, a field, which is a text area to hold the code that the generator really put through, right? Okay. So, but here we want to go, and I don't think it's this one. I think it's this one. If I'm looking up where we put stuff sometimes, you know. And I think it's this one. Let me put my little spectacles on, because on my screen you see these things are so smart. I can put on my reading glass, man, and hit on template right here. Right? When template comes up now, so this is something similar because this program doesn't carry a page property, and we still have to control a lot of stuff that's going on. And it's like a micro version, like, okay, you see what I'm doing here? I got sidebars, I got content, I got footer text right there, and I have the headlining right there, and I have the menus that are there, in there. And these are presets, so you can definitely write a form to say, okay, the page titles, you may have 4 menus in the page, so these are representing the menu, right? Okay, there is even a more better version on it where I actually allow you now to change the actual URL of the menu itself. Okay, so in conjunction with having the page there, and I needed to have the page do the thing, I still went and we did like a bunch of stuff, right? Just changing up various areas, font sizes, right? Font color, header color, right? And header and the head color, because different, you know, the one on the top, the menu, and the one that's below, the foot, the side colors, the side front color, because the side itself, the actual divs can be colored, and then we can color the words, and then we have the menu can be colored, and that's the back of the menu itself. The actual menu itself can be colored, but then the words can be changed to a different color, right? Here we still issued, because these they are working universal throughout my network. When I need to call something in a program that I'm creating, I can just call this. This is made and just sitting into the data stream, like our big library is there, and I can say, okay, I know what that's. Let's bring that into the program. So a lot of stuff that I create are laying around, and I can call them up into my program. There is a version of my program where it's all in a lot of bits of pieces. Okay, so the program that we're actually working with right now, I will definitely come and do a next update on the bigger version of it. That that program is like a plug-in program. All the pieces to the program is really plugged in because I have the menu and I have various modules that that's living in their own folders within the program, right? And the program sends for all this stuff. It sends for the module who's going to give you the editor. It's going to give you the menu bar, so I can actually change the menu. Why I did it that way at that time? So okay, if I needed to add new function to the program, then and I made changes to the menu, I'll go to the menu drawer and make changes to the menu drawer. Right? While making changes to the menu drawer, then I can go and add a new module. Then I can go to the function area and I can add the new function in the area. You know? So now when the new menu bar come up, it will look for the new function and it will look for the new dialogue, right? So that's the reason why I did it that way. It's a lot of work and I did it that way and it's there and I'm gonna go back now and we're gonna refine that method to a more better degree, right? So yeah, so that was just showing you guys each aspect of some of the program that I might do. It's a nice little program right here. Now, if I simple load it and play, we can just go ahead and watch this, you know, nice little video that's gonna come up, right? Okay. Let's go back to where we was, into the stream of what we're dealing with. Okay, so we're back here now, and we looked and see that I did changing the color of the menu now, and if you're using a program or when you are messing around the program, you might just want to come by and say, hey, it's a nice place for me to go and get a really nice little quick page, because you never know, a lot of people just getting into HTML5 development and their head are really just wide open and still nothing is there until they learn it. So if you're online and you're still seeing this, this is a place where you can go and you can get all these pre-defined commands right at your fingertips, even creating a page so you can understand more, right? So let's generate this one and revive the whole thing. So now we're back here and we showed you now that you can use both the background image and the background color in a concept, right? However, now let's do something here. Let's close this out. So that is one way, right? Now, because I don't want us to just clean everything out and come back again, we're just gonna start fresh. So we working with the second style sheet, right? The second style sheet also is made for a purpose, as in, okay, the way that we just want to use the color table, right? And the color table is going to be the thing that's going to be the center of everything. Okay, so we'll go and we'll generate this, okay. We'll generate the recent upgrade on this right here. And you see we can make changes when we did that. And we'll treat it like a real program and we'll come down up top here and we got in the tool 5 there and we'll insert the tool 5. We'll also close out now, so great. Okay, wow. Before we had put in the footer inside the program, we shouldn't even put in a footer in the program. No, we shouldn't do that, right? We should not do that yet. And all that stuff that's there, we're gonna just go and clean out everything. So we're not going to refresh the page. We're gonna just go and say, okay, we'll check this, select this, all right? And we clean out everything. So we're gonna start over by saying menu, right? You gotta work within page property. Okay. We look at page property, and we are saying, okay, we want to start out with a new background, and we are choosing. Oh, let's go down and see what we're doing. Okay. Excuse me. We need to choose a color to interact with the to what we want to change the color to. I don't know. Let's get this one up here. Brown here. It's a brown thing. Okay. Now we can do much more. Like I said, we can change up the body of the text. We can add meta files, a lot of stuff. Now we'll shut this out for a minute till we complete the program. And completing the program by going back to the body, and we'll be selecting, because we already set these color function. When I did that, it wrote that color function, right? That's cool. See? And I'm about to also change it, we're turning it into a more generating, the color forming a more generating thing. So therefore, we can just simply do our thing, right? Okay, so we should close that out now, right? And then we should go now and finish up the program by adding this in the program, right? Okay, throw that little footer in there as well. Close it out. Generate. And voila, there goes your page, right? So you like that. Now you like the page now that is generated. So we generated our goal page, and we got a warm welcome banner there, and we have some latest features. However, these features there are also use an image. And because we didn't put the image in, then the image did not come up, right? So you can do that, right? And a lot of ways, each time, depends on the color you're choosing. Okay, the program also move in an intelligent form, meaning what's an intelligent, it determines the color. It's gonna change the menu color based upon the background color that is there, right? Let's choose another background color. We're doing the dark blue. I think we got, that's what we got there? That's what we choose, I guess. Huh. Let's see what we did. Oh, we didn't choose the, we sure did. I think we choose that, huh? Huh. Cool. Oh, my bad. I'm so in the wrong place. After you didn't report, I'm like, oh, my bad, I'm so in the wrong place, right? The wrong place, because I think I made some changes, and when I did that, I don't think I replaced it, right? And I'm there trying to like go inside, I'm in the actual source code. But it doesn't matter if I messed up in the source code, I gotta go back and say regenerate the new source code for me. So cool, so now we got these two things kind of look like no match. So there are ways, like we said, you can change, tweak the words to like actually changing the words around, right? So yeah, thanks for taking the time to like check out the new updates, changing background colors, and adding templates, changing background colors. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah. Go on. Computer, do your thing so I can play back.